Oh, well, hey, Ben. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and get into the latest episode of Love Island, honey. Let's talk about it. Really, for real. So we just gonna open up the show with Trina crying in the bathroom. I guess, honey, again, we ain't see no tears because she was in the bathroom. But I think this time she probably was crying for real, okay? I think she was crying for real. And it just so happened that we still didn't see them tears, girl. But okay, Miss Cash going to the bathroom because she wants to console her. And I'm like, Cash, can you stay out this girl face? Okay, because I couldn't be Trina, okay, and I couldn't be Cash either. All right, BIT, girl, I'll probably be somewhere kind of like chuckling to myself, like, girl, that karma hit you quick, didn't it? And then as far as Miss Trina, I'll be like, girl, you the cause of this too, okay, not just Cinco, girl, you the cause of this too, girl. So just get out my face. Don't be asking me how I'm doing, BIT. All right, Cash tells her that Cinco is not worth it, and I'm like, Cash, you are such a walking contradiction right now, okay? I am beginning to question things. Don't get it twisted. I'm still Team Cash. I want to see you win. However, there are some things that I just cannot go along with sometimes, okay? How you gonna tell this woman that this man ain't worth it, but you still out here wanting to pursue him or wanting him to fight for you? No, ma'am. Every night he gotta fight and prove his love. I can't take it, okay? Speaking of Cinco, he goes to ask Olivia how she doing. As far as Miss Trina, Olivia says, what I'm saying, she ain't good or whatever because, she really liked you. But it's all good, though, because, we really in this house fire. So we got to figure out who's the best person for us. You know what I'm saying? So in so many words, Olivia was like, girl, she'll get over it. He says he didn't want to hurt her, but he wanted to, like, explore the connection he had with her to really see what it is. And he realized that his connection is actually stronger with Cash, okay? So Josh, Shannon, and Cash over there talking, okay? Shannon says, oh, I am so over Cinco and everything that he has to offer. Like, he's full of it, okay? Let Shannon tell it, baby. She over everybody. All right, Josh is taking up for him, of course, because that's what Josh do, okay? He takes up for the boys. Cash tells Josh how he said she was the one all along, but she really likes Charlie now. Cash, shut up. Cash continues to say that she feels bad for Trina because she was in that position. But did y'all notice Miss Cash was still happy at the same time? Like, oh, I feel bad. I do. I'm so sorry this happened to you. Like, oh my God. Okay, this is what Miss Cash was giving me. When it comes to Josh got the boys together. He want to speak on the new girls because the new girls up here taking pictures and everything. Can you get me in front of the heart? Okay, you got me in front of the heart. Okay, cool. Now I want to get a little more lighting on me. So can we go over here, get it around on that side? Okay. So yeah, they all about their social media stuff, and he feels a way about it, okay? Because that's not what the other girls were on. The original girls, the OGs, they were about trying to find love. Meanwhile, these girls trying to find the perfect pose in the perfect setting. I'm terrified, okay? He says no one was on that originally until these girls came. When these girls came, that's when things began to switch up. But for me, I'm kind of like, yeah, I hear you. But Giovanni was also up there vlogging too, though. Giovanni was also up there standing up there with the camera in his hand. Okay, maybe they're just doing it a little bit too much. Okay, maybe they're misplaced or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's something else in addition to the social media thing. Because all of y'all have y'all phones. All of y'all be up there snapping pictures and stuff. Because we see it on Love Island IG page. So what is the issue with the new girls for real? Okay, maybe y'all just like the vibe that y'all had with the original girls and y'all just don't want them. Could be that, maybe. And y'all need to fault Jeremy and blame Jeremy, especially when it comes to Miss Jenny, because Miss Jenny talk a whole bunch of lies. Let's be clear about that. I feel like Leslie fits in what she gets in. I don't think Leslie is problematic. She be over there minding her business, taking pictures and stuff. So, what's what? Okay, but Leslie snapped off on y'all at the end of the episode. But we'll get into that, honey. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, Jenny tells her homegirl, Miss Leslie, listen, girl, I feel like I'm living in the shadow of Miss Florita. I said, baby, you are. You are living in the shadows, and I hate it for you. Jenny says that Charlie is more into her than he's into Cash. I said, BLT, no, you're not. I know you're not going to make no moves on Charlie. Now, listen, girl, I know I was not featuring Charlie in the beginning, but you're not going to run up on him, okay? Nuck if you buck, ma'am. Please, nuck if you buck, okay, girl? You is not going to run up on Mr. Charlie while he's with my girl Cash. I ain't like all that. And she was over there talking, girl, you got with Jeremy. You were sold on Jeremy. Stick with Jeremy. Okay. oh, didn't you see a few episodes before you got into the house? So you already knew how Jeremy was moving. So you stuck with him, girl. Be with him. So Leslie tells her that she agrees pretty much because she feels like Cash is more outgoing, whereas Charlie seems like he's a pretty reserved person. Okay. Yeah, but I also don't think that your girl Jenny is reserved either. I sure don't. The way them chompers be going, I don't think that she's reserved at all. I think she can be a bit outgoing as well, and she probably gonna get on his nerves in the same fashion, and he gonna be sitting up there like Cinco. Damn, I wish I would have stuck with Cash. Girl, go ahead. Let's go ahead and move on. So Josh and the guys, Josh brings up the raunchiness of the new girls, and they talked about the whole social media thing. They Cinco asked if he saw this. Oh, he asked Jeremy. He said, if you would have saw all of this activity the way the new girls are acting now, basically, if you would have saw Jenny acting the way she is now before you chose her, would you still have chosen her? Jeremy says, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. And I'm like, yeah, he would have still chose her because he chose her for the wrong reason to begin with. Okay, he chose her for her breast. Okay, that's what he chose her for. He chose her for her breast. He didn't choose her because he liked her. He just wanted to lay up against them breasts that night. That's all that was. Okay, so if she would have been acting a fool, it would have been what it would have been. He would have still picked her. That's why he said, you never know. Yeah, nah, we do. We know. Okay, so Cinco asked about Trina and how she felt about being used. No, I think that Will asked Cinco about Trina and what are his thoughts about Trina saying that she's been used. Cinco says that if he got to be a bad guy, then that's fine. He feels like he was being honest from the beginning. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if he was for real being like honest the whole time, like from the beginning or whatever like that. But I will say that, she shouldn't really be looking at you like you really a bad guy for real. Because, she brought me shit on herself, in my opinion. Okay, this man was well coupled up. You ain't have nobody. Corey wasn't featuring you. He wasn't giving you no energy because, Corey likes him some white women. He don't like no dark black women. Okay, so that's what Corey likes. He wasn't really interested in you. Nobody else was interested in you, so you decided to go out there and seek out somebody else's man. Okay, and then you ended up getting played in the end. So some of that is definitely Miss Trina's fault, but the fact that he was kind of, to me, flip-flopping, not really knowing what he wanted to do, when he really knew what he wanted to do, you had something to do with that as well. So I got to put fault on both of y'all. Those are my thoughts. Okay, Cash and Trina are talking, right? Trina tells her that she thinks he's going to hurt her. And I'm up here like, what he decides to do ain't none of your damn business, girl, to be honest with you. So I know you want to act like you caring about your friend, because I see how y'all move. Y'all got this fake friendship thing going on, like y'all really care. Oh my God, girl, what's wrong? Y'all don't really give a damn. For real. So y'all can cut it out, okay? I think that Trina is at excuse me. I think Trina is at a place where it's kind of like, dang, if he don't want me, then I don't want him to have her either type of situation. Okay, so I'm going to throw salt on his game or whatever. But you got to know that Cash is operating like Kira. She don't give a damn. She do not give a damn if that's the man that she wants and that's how she moving. She don't care about how he treating you, because to her, she's probably thinking he won't do her like that. In addition, she's really thinking that because the whole reason you're going through what you're going through is because he really rather be with her anyway. Yikes. Okay, Cash speaks on Charlie being timid, okay, versus Cinco being a very aggressive person. Maybe that's what the hell you need, Miss Cash, so you can calm down just a little bit. Okay, so Trina and Kira, okay, Kira thinks that Will feels guilty. I'm like, girl, Will don't feel guilty. Will do not feel guilty at all for none of the shit that he did. That's why he continued to do it over and over with that same person, girl, and was damn near contemplating on choosing her. But I can't wait till you watch the episodes once you get outside this house so that you're going to see and know for sure. But Will he does not feel guilty, but what he's doing is playing on your emotions to make you feel as though he does feel guilty. As though he do feel really bad about what he did. No. And everybody in the house and people outside of the house always say the same thing, that y'all really don't seem like y'all are a match, and that he's not fulfilled, he's not happy, and you really not his type. And I hate it for you, because when you leave this house, he's probably going to break up with you. If he stays in the relationship with you, it's because you guys are going to be a social media couple, and he's going to be concerned about how social media and the world is going to see him should y'all break up, and it's his fault. So I hate it, you know what I'm saying, that he feels guilty to be in this relationship with you, girl. But anyway, girl, good luck, okay? When it comes to Corey, he gets a text message about this moon pie challenge. So let's go ahead and run through all of that. So Charlie is like the first person to go, and he decides. So it's like, it's kind of like what the ladies and I do, what we do on Ooh Ladies First Panel every Thursday. We like play games and we do MFK, Marry, Fuck, Kill, whatever like that. So they did marry, kiss, or kiss, marry, pie, basically. So Charlie decides to kiss Jeannie. Then he's gonna marry Cash, but then he pies the hell out of Olivia. And I was over there like, bravo, bravo, great job, because she didn't bring her ass from Casa Amor, didn't bring nobody, and didn't want to start trying to hop on the Corey train. And I was like, girl, where did this come from? Even Cash was like, girl, we ain't this happy. Everybody was confused, okay? So she deserves a pie in the face for that. So good job, Charlie. 1 point, okay? You got 1 point with me, sir, okay? You got 1 point, okay? Now, when it comes to Cinco kisses Leslie. All right, letting people know that he got a connection in the house. He decided to marry Miss Cash, and then he pies the fuck out of Shannon. Again, bravo, everybody, standing ovation, please. Please, the way he pied the fuck out of her, I said, yes, Cinco. Yes, okay. I know some people probably gonna be like, well, that's a man putting a pie in this woman's face. It was a challenge. Calm down, and she definitely deserved it, okay? I was here for it, okay? You owe everybody an apology for your SHI girl, okay? So I really appreciated him pieing the hell out of her. Let's move on. So Josh kisses Olivia. Okay, it seemed like Shannon may have felt the way about that or whatever. He married Shannon, of course, but then he pies the hell out of Jeannie. I said, what in the... This is an amazing challenge, okay? Everybody that I want to get smashed in the face was getting it immediately, right off the bat. I loved it. It was great. Corey decides to marry Olivia out of nowhere. I think that's what he led with. He wanted to marry Olivia, but he pies Cash because Cash came back to the villa with somebody else. That was foolery. But we didn't see him kiss anyone. Why did we not see who Corey kissed? Okay, let's move on. When it comes to Will decided to kiss or at least give a peck to Olivia. He was very respectful about that peck, honey. And then when it comes to Mary, of course, he married Kira. Kira's sitting up here thinking that she got a real ring. No, ma'am, it's a ring pop, okay? She's up here really thinking that she got a real ring, and it's not, okay? When it comes down to the pies, he pies Shannon, and I was so happy. I was like, get her again. You better get in there, okay? Get in there. When it comes down to Cash kisses Josh. She marries Charlie, and then she pies Cinco. I'm like, okay, then, girl. You want to pie Cinco trying to act like you being loyal to your homegirl, Miss Trina, but you the whole reason Miss Trina going through all of this. Girl, y'all is so funny, honey. Well, you ain't the whole reason, but you part of the reason because you came back to claim what was rightfully yours. Okay, so that right there is highly comical to me, girl. Anyway, it's the fake loyalty for me. But let's go ahead and move on. We got Leslie. Leslie kisses Josh. Let me tell y'all, Shannon was pissed. She was pissed. Miss Shannon was pissed. She was mad as hell. I was so happy. Like, yes, girl, kiss this man. And it wasn't even just the kiss. It was the things that she said. Like, I kissed all of you guys, you know. But this other person, I want to go back and, you know, because they just know what to do with it. And kisses him again. Girl, I know Shannon was mad about that kiss. But I'm like, but did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said, though? Okay, but all right then. And then she decides to pie Corey in the face, okay? Now, when it comes down to Jeannie, she kisses Charlie. I felt the way. Get your lips up off that man. Scoot back just a little bit, okay? Scoot back. But she kissed that man. She married Jeremy, and then she pied Cinco, right? I think she did just pie Cinco because everybody else was pieing him, okay? Olivia marries Corey. We never saw who the hell she kissed, and then she pies Cinco. Shannon pies Will, and then she pies Cinco. And I was like, how you pieing two people? How you do that? But I ain't mad at you pieing Will because I do feel like Will needed to be pied. And I'm glad she brought it up at a later time that why ain't more people pie his ass, because Will is a liar. Okay, Will is a liar. Will is a manipulator, and Miss Kira's gonna find it out, but it's gonna be later on down the road. Okay, when it comes down to Trina, she pied Cinco, but we did not see who she kissed or who she married. And even when it was the guys' turns to choose who they wanted to kiss and marry, she was not one of the options, and she ended up feeling away later on that night. Okay, I have in my notes that I just feel like Kira is the most gullible woman of them all. Like, she is just so gullible to me. She forgave Will very quickly, and she's just that's my man. Look at him. Yeah. I'm gonna stick beside him. Like, that's what it's giving me. She gonna stick beside him. So let her stick beside him looking like a fool and all. Let her stick there. Please stick there. I hope you got super glue. So when it comes down to Olivia, She says that Corey is everything that she wants. I was like, girl, shut the fuck. You didn't even know what you wanted a few weeks ago. It did not. He's everything that you wanted. You was just in the Casa or more and couldn't even figure out why nobody is really a match for you. But now all of a sudden, Corey is everything that you wanted. Get her out of the house. Y'all had been not voted for this girl, for real. Like, y'all had been not voted for Olivia. I want her to go home. Now, I kind of want Jeannie and them to go home, too. But, like, I'm cool with getting Olivia. Like, I'll keep the new girls if Olivia or Kira can go. One of the two, please. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Shannon says that's crazy because okay, so that's where we at. All right, so Leslie talks to Shannon and tells her, listen, girl, I wasn't even trying to disrespect you. Okay, I wasn't even trying to disrespect you by kissing your man because, you know, it was just a challenge or whatever, girl. But you know, I think that it's really attractive that he rides for you for the most part. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's attractive that he's riding for his girlfriend as he should, and you find it attractive enough to kiss him. I don't know. So then Shannon says, well, that's crazy because that's my man and you kissed him. And you're the last person that I would have expected to do something like that, okay? And all it was giving me was, don't mess with my man. I'm gonna be the one to give it to you. Got my girls, my man. Like, that's all. They would find your own and leave mine alone. That's what Miss Shannon was giving. So I don't think Miss Leslie will be putting her lips on Josh anymore. So let's go ahead and get to Will and Kira. He says that he wants to talk to Shannon because after the whole pieing thing, he felt like she had a lot of things to say, and he felt like she took things personal. She had a lot of things to say about Will and Kira, and so he was just a little concerned about that. So he wanted, you know, to have a conversation. And Kira's like, well, you know, I'm really focused on us. You know, I just don't care about anything that you did before. Okay, you could have cheated on me 1,000 times. It really didn't matter, because what matters to me in this moment is me just being happy and me being gullible and just believing whatever it is that you tell me, because I don't want to get my heart broken. And I'm enjoying living in fairy tale land. So why do I have to leave now? Like, I just want to be with you. So whatever you tell me, I'm going to eat it up, period. I was like, girl, get your ass. I couldn't take it, okay? I call it desperate. That's what I call it. You're so desperate to have a man that correcting him on his badass, terrible ass actions or his lack of loyalty towards you. You're afraid of putting that in jeopardy for the sake of saying that you have somebody that you think actually cares and loves you. Girl, this is shit that you should be mindful about as you progress within, you know what I'm saying, your relationship and stuff like that. I ain't saying you should hold it over his head or anything, but there are possibilities that he may operate outside of what the fuck you may want him to. But either way, girl, like I said, good luck. Let's go ahead and move on. So Charlie and Cash, she tells him she doesn't trust Cinco because Charlie is like, listen, I want to know what was going on between you and Cinco because you ain't even come back and brief me. I was like, damn, I got to come to her, like, what's going on? So tell me what it is. She was like, well, you know, I don't trust Cinco because, you know, he's a liar sometimes, you know, just how he did my girl Trina. Like, I'm just not really sure about him. She says that, he says, well, it seems like ever since we got back, everything has really been about Cinco. And I'm kind of like, you're right, Charlie. But also, you knew this shit when you came into this house, okay? You knew she was going to act like this. I guess he didn't know it was going to be like that. He must have thought, oh, she just got feelings and that's it. He must have didn't think it was going to go that far. But guess what? It did. All right, he said that he pulled back a little bit because of that situation. Don't blame Charlie for that. But, girl, you better get it together because I better not see Charlie with Miss Jeannie. I know that for a fact, okay? She says that he has nothing to worry about and that she'll never hurt him. And I'm like, girl, never say never. You don't know what the hell you're going to do. So are you over here trying to play Cinco just so you can leave him out to dry? Like, what is it? Leave that man where he at, because he could have still been over there faking it with Miss Trina until you came along interrupting some shit only to not choose him either. Girl, I ain't got time. So Olivia and Corey, they're happy with each other. We don't care. Cinco and Leslie, he's saying that he doesn't know what he did wrong. I'm like, oh, you don't? Okay, then. Leslie says that she thinks the person is just upset because things didn't turn out how they wanted it to. I said, well, you damn sure got a point there. Okay, because Trina is definitely making it seem like he is a whole ass villain. Okay, she's definitely doing that because things did not turn out how she wanted it. Yikes. And I don't know how the hell you thought it was going to turn out when you snatched this man from this lady. Let's go ahead and move on. Jeannie and Charlie, okay? So she wants to talk to him. She want to get his thoughts on Cash and the whole Cinco situation. He says that he was aware of it and he isn't one to juggle two people or anything like that. She speaks on Jeremy and says that he tells her that he likes her, but she doesn't really know what he's saying to other people when she ain't around or whatever. Charlie tells her, well, I will tell you this, like we did have a question and stuff, you know what I'm saying? We was questioning a few things about you because, you know what I'm saying, y'all be all on social media. Y'all be doing a lot of raunchy things and we don't be too sure about it. So it wasn't just me, it was everybody, you know what I'm saying, having a conversation. And I think think she told Charlie that she looked him up on IG and saw that he had a lot of followers too. I think she said that. Because I know his reply was, but see, I don't really talk about it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't bring it up all the time. Something like that he said. I'm like, girl, you done went down to the man IG and done stalked the man. Girl, you supposed to be on Love Island. See, that's the problem right there. That's what they talking about, girl. That's what they talking about, girl. You in the same place as this man, and you over here stalking this man page. Girl, just go up there and have a conversation like you did today. I'm confused, okay? Now, what else? He says that he started talking about just being a genuine person, and that's the reason why he really likes Cash, because it's not even a question about her character, because he feels like she's a genuine person. He said they've been trying to assess where Jeannie and Leslie are. Are y'all really here looking for love, or are y'all just here to say, hey, guess what, guys, I'm here in Love Island, okay, I'm here in Hawaii? Like, is that what y'all doing? So they're trying to assess that, okay? Now, once she learns that people have been talking about her, Jeannie goes to Leslie to tell her what the people have been saying, and she feeling away because Jeremy ain't stick up for her. And I'm like, girl, what? You ain't been watching the episodes? You ain't been saying this? You haven't been seeing the fact that Jeremy, who has he been taking up for? The whole girl who shadowed you standing in, he called her a liar. Whether she was or wasn't, he called this girl a whole liar. You thought he was going to stand up? Ooh, girl, no ma'am. Okay, so then it gets to Jeannie and Leslie. So they about to, you know, they doing cheers to you for giving me a chance. I'll be your angel. Okay, all this other stuff. So they doing that. Cheers to you. And then Leslie said, before we even get this party started, I got some things I gotta say. I gotta go ahead and get some shit on my chest. Okay, I've been hearing that y'all been having a lot to say about me and the girls, and I don't really appreciate that. Okay, y'all over here pressed about what it is I do on social media for y'all information. That's my mother job. Okay, but none of y'all up here don't even know me like that. That's the first mother thing. And another thing, and we'll say, well, wait a minute, okay, because we really don't be partaking in all of this drama. You know, we really didn't do all of this until you guys got here. Like, those were our intentions. That's not the type of things that we're on over here. Okay. And then Josh says that, well, it wasn't really just about social media, but it was just about you guys being raunchy, you know, in general. Okay, I don't know if everybody else feels this way. He was definitely looking for backup, honey. And people were just leaving Josh out there like, no, we just here to listen, fam. Go ahead, say what you got to say. Too funny. So then Jeannie says, well, I mean, I'll tell you like this, you know, not to call Josh and Shannon out, but that's exactly what I'm about to do right now, even though, you know, I kind of gave you guys, you know, a little heads up. But listen, you guys talk about me and how I am out here in these streets, but you guys literally be having sex where everybody can hear you. You're having sex in front of everybody. Baby, when she said that, I believe everything she said. I do think that's a bit rude and disrespectful for y'all to be doing that. That's why y'all got to hide away. Go hide away and get it in. Okay, if you can. But I think when it gets real dark, they don't care. They just be in the bed and they just get it in and do. And then people have just grown to just be like, oh, it's whatever, it's cool. They just deal with it because they love them some Josh and Shannon. So they just go along. And I just feel like, no, because they'll probably complain. Shannon complains about everything. So if y'all was getting it in, she'll probably complain about that. So yeah, no. But this how you know it was true, the way Shannon was so aggressive with how she came at Miss Jenny. Okay, Shannon tells her that she shouldn't bring her into this. She tells her to learn to watch her mouth or something like that. I was like, ooh. And Jenny just sat there looking dumbfounded like, so it's okay for you to do it, but I can't do it. You need to learn to watch your mouth. Okay, that's what you need. Don't bring me into your SHI. That's what you're not going to do. Girl, no ma'am. Jeremy ain't say not a word. He ain't open up his mouth. Okay, I do feel like this. I know a lot of people wanted Jeremy to defend her, but at the end of the day, I do kind of feel like that conversation when she brought Shannon into it, that was a girl conversation, because I feel like if Jeremy would have hopped in, Josh should have hopped in. Okay, because then you're addressing women when you should just let these women handle their situation. But I think that Jeremy did right by going to check on her, but I still feel like he was wrong, because when he sat there, I don't really feel like he was consoling her or doing anything. You know what I'm saying? When he went back there, so it was kind of like, why the hell did you go back there to sit down with her? Okay, and then Cinco, of course, walked off to go and have the talk with Leslie, honey. But at the end of the day, how I'm feeling about what Miss Jenny said, did she lie? Did she lie? What was she lying about? She said, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Shannon can fuck people literally in front of others. But if I show any type of sexuality, then I'm the problem. How am I the problem when you literally fucking people in front of people? Ooh, raw. What kind of porn is this? But anyway, honey, that's that on that. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. Let me know how you feeling about Miss Shannon and Miss Jeannie. Who was in the right? Who was in the wrong? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and everything. What y'all feeling about Mr. Cinco, Mr. Charlie, Miss Cash? And let me know down in the comments. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.